Hello everyone, welcome to Blitz Technology. Today we are going to see new practical, that is VPC, Virtual Private Cloud. It's a private cloud, so here we are going to create first of all two subnet. One is for the private and one is for the public. Again, to associate it with these two subnet, we are creating two route table. Again, to have a communication for the internet, we are going to create one internet gateway, which is nothing but your virtual private router. After that, we are attaching this internet gateway to the VPC. Then we are creating NAT gateway in public subnet and assign elastic IP to it. We are associating these different subnets and subnets to the route table, and after that we are creating EC2 instance to validate this particular private and public communication in VPC. So this is what our initial setup for the VPC. So first of all, create a VPC. Here we are providing here network as 10.0.0.0/16. Then after, this is a default tenancy. We are creating VPC here. VPC is created. You can just check VPC is created here. After that, now we are going to create two subnets. Create a subnet. In which VPC we want to create a subnet? First of all, select that VPC and then create two subnet. Here we are creating private subnet. Here I selected 1A. It is because of the availability zone is also A, 1A. That's why we have mentioned like this. Then this is the default CIDR, and for this subnet we will be choosing here 1.0/24. This is our first subnet, which is a private subnet. After that, from itself we can create a new subnet. The second subnet, VT public. Again, availability zone is first. CIDR. This is a second subnet. So the block is, let's say, 20.0/24. Like this, we have created two subnet. These two subnets are created. After creating subnet, we have finished this step. After that, we have to create a two route table. One is for private and public. Let's just go to route table. Create a route table. Private one. Which VPC? So ET VPC1. This we have created. First route table. After creating this root table, go to subnet association. So this is our private root. So we are editing this subnet like private subnet, save association. We are again going to create a new root table, another root table, that is et public rt dash public one. Which VPC? First VPC which we have created. Another root table is also created. Now with this public root table, here also we are going to modify it. What we have to modify? Two things we have to modify. First is subnet association. We have to edit. See, we have to select here explicit subnet association. So here we have to select the public save association. That means this public subnet is associated with this root table. Then after we are going to edit root, and here we are going to add the internet gateway. So before that we are going to create a internet gateway. So just go and create internet gateway. This is IGW, that is internet gateway 1. Create a gateway. Once gateway is created, see, we will go to this, create one internet gateway for the internet communication and attach this internet to the VPC and to the root table. Now just go to this internet gateway and see, it is detached. So we have to attach it to the VPC. Here this is the available ET VPC1. We are attaching this internet gateway to the VPC. So that's created. Here you can check it is attached. After that again go to the root table. Again we are going to create an AND gateway. Just create an AND gateway. NAT gateway. For which subnet we are selecting? Okay, let's check. Create an AND gateway in public subnet. We have to create it in public subnet and assign elastic IP to it. So we are going to create it in public subnet. This is public subnet and allocate the elastic IP. Create an AND gateway. So NAT gateway is also created. After that we will associate it with the root table. So again go to the root table. Here we have, this is the root table. Is which root table? This is the private root table. So we are checking subnet association. Yes, subnet is private. Okay. Then after that a root we have to add. We have to add here roots. So edit root, and in this you have to add the root anywhere. Destination is anywhere, and here in the where we are editing it, it is in private. So in private, we have to add NAT gateway. So add root or NAT gateway. which NAT gateway, we have to select that. So this route is updated here. Then after you have to go to the public network, and in this you have to add, check the subnet. So subnet is public, and route which we have to add it is this is internet gateway. So which internet gateway, we have selected that. That's it, our configuration is completed. Now in each, this is our VPC. This is our VPC. In this particular VPC, you can check there are two subnet. See, you can see from this. This is the VPC. In VPC, two subnets are there. In two subnets, everything it is associated with these root tables, and those are connected with this network, that is NAT gateway and internet gateway protocol. Okay, that's it. After that, now we have to create an instance in each VPC. Go to instance. Now we have to create instance. Suppose I want to create here instance et private instance. For that, again same image I am going to select, but here key pair is also, if suppose you already have any key pair, I already have this, so I'm just selecting this network security. Now in network security, this is the default VPC. We have to select our VPC. So just edit it and create whatever the VPC you have created. So I have selected my VPC, and then from which subnet you have to create. Suppose you have created private, we have to create two instances, one for private and public. So now we have created private instance, so private is selected, private subnet is selected. Auto assign public IP enable. Security group, if it is already there, just make sure that what settings you are allowing, right? So in this, I have what I have to allow. SSH is allowed. Again, I want to allow which protocol you want to allow, that you can add from this. Suppose I want to allow HTTP. Yes, anywhere. And again, if you want to add multiple rules, I can add here HTTP also. So these three protocols I am allowing. Okay, just that security group I have selected, and I have made some changes over there. After that, just launch instance, and this instance is going to be created in new VPC and in private subnet. This instance is created. You can check. This is private, but it is still pending, so it will take some time. In between, we are going to create a new instance for public subnet. So just go to same image. Everything is same. Image key pair is also same because it is already downloaded. Network setting, VPC, I have to select new VPC, and subnet is public. I want to select here public so that it is already create. Security group is existing security group. want to select this fourth, which we have selected already, where HTTP, HTTPS and SSH are allowed. Okay, so launch wizard 4 we have created. Disk size is same and launch the instance. So we have created two instances, one is for public subnet and one is for the private subnet. Let's just check the details. We are running but initializing. So this is what our VPC configuration. In second part, we will see how that instance is going to be communicate with public network, that is with internet, and how that private instance is going to be communicate. So that VPC that we will see in VPC part 2. Okay, just let me. Okay, it is created. So in later part we will see part